Hi, this is Brian from the Vintage Type, and I promised a couple videos to a few people. Miss Holly, she had comment on how do you change the ribbon on an Oliver 9, and so I'll do a quick video on that. And then there's a gentleman that asked about the ribbon advance. Ribbon will not advance, so I think I might have a solution to that. And then Fred had a comment that his bell rings on just pretty much the last space. He can't finish up his last word, so it kind of cuts things off. So we've got an adjustment for that. It's pretty simple. So I'm going to start with Fred's first, the one that the bell rings on the last space. So this is actually the margin, and then here's the little lever for the arm that hits the bell clapper. So what you want to do is, I think his is right about there. So if you take this and move it down, and then where that number 10 is, there's a 0 mark actually right next to that, right at this L shape. So if you take that and put it on 70, that'll give you about 4 or 5 spaces right here before the end, and that way you can finish up. It should be pretty simple. If that is not it, let me know and we can do something else with that. All right, here's one of the ribbons that I sell, and it's about 10 yards of ribbon with 2 spools. This is a 9/16, and then for the 5s, it's 7/16, and you can tell it's got a lot of ink on it. You get a nice impression when you use these. They are a cotton, just like the originals. If you wanted to get one of those ribbons, you can look either on eBay, or you can contact me at info@thevintagetype.com. So we'll get started on installing a ribbon on this number 9. Now on to the ribbon. It is very similar to a 5, and the 5 was in the last video. On either side there's those little buttons, and if you push it all the way to one side, the ribbon feeds one way, and all the way to the other side it feeds the other way. So put it in the middle, you'll feel a detent for the middle, and that'll give you the neutral position. That lets both of these ribbons, that lets it turn either way, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So this spool has more ribbon on it than this spool, so what I'm going to do is feed it that way just by turning that little knurled knob just below the tin up here. It just takes a second, and then let's see what I do here. Oh, got caught. The ribbon was torn a little, so it was catching on the ribbon vibrator. And you can see there's holes in this ribbon as well. Okay, that's it. We're down to the end of the ribbon. We'll take this off. And this ribbon, although it does have a few holes in it at the far end, is still good. So let's reapply this ribbon. And pull probably 1.5 feet of ribbon, and then just plop this spool on there. So it looks like that. Then put this back. So now we're going to feed it back through. And you can pull as much through as you're comfortable with. Just make sure it goes flat all the way across, that it's not twisted. And then we'll take this clip, take that clip off, So then you hold it like that. So your ribbon is going this way. Wind it up. Try not to get it on the keys. Okay, there we go. Like I say, this is an old ribbon, and this end of it is a little chewed up, but it'll work. This one is kind of just a display. It's an early number 9. Has a lot of features of the 7. I think I put that in a video before, so it's kind of cool. I like it. All right, so then we'll line up the pegs here and put that in. So now you have your ribbon. Oh, there we go. You have a little extra ribbon, and then take it down like this, push up, and then pull up. And there's fingers that kind of hook like this, so you have to get that ribbon under those fingers. So that's what I'm doing now. And slide the ribbon back and forth. And then if you take the ribbon, kind of pull forward, and you see how it bunches up right there? That is where it should be. It is properly secured. And then kind of slide it back and forth, make sure it doesn't catch. Sometimes these fingers will get smashed a little bit, and they don't let the ribbon feed back and forth smoothly. So right here and here. Every once in a while you'll have to bend these, get them in the right spot. Just be careful, they can break. It's, again, that's spring steel, and that will break if you bend them too much. Okay, so this is what it looks like in there. You can just see that there, maybe you can see it. There's a little slot right there. So we're going to take that ribbon and slide it in the slot on each side. Now you can probably see that one a little better. Yeah, right here. There's that slot. And that just takes a second. Okay. All right, so that is done. Okay. So now you can see in there, that's how it should look when it's done. And then in here as well. And then the ribbon should be over this little pointer and in those fingers. Again, I've talked about it a lot, but if these fingers are broken, it makes it very difficult to have a working machine. So always be careful of that when you are when you're buying one. And then, of course, if you have a black and a red ribbon, the red goes on the bottom, and that's the normal position for the ribbon vibrator, is in the back position, and that'll be the black. All right, so then all that's left is to move your ribbon selector to one side or the other, and that'll feed the ribbon. So we want it to go this way. We want it to feed this way, and then just put your caps on and you're done. Okay, there. And there. Okay, so that's it for putting on a ribbon on a number 9. All right, the last thing I wanted to cover, see if I can find it, and right here. So it's right there, and it's 2 pawls that grab this gear, and this, of course, is the bar that rotates and then moves your ribbon. And you can see it's these 2 gears are touching right here. But sometimes if somebody tries to adjust them, one of these little pawls will be kind of sitting sideways and won't be contacting the gear, and you need both of those to make this ratchet action work and have these gears mesh and turn. So if these guys aren't lined up properly, of course you won't have ribbon advance, and that's what the comment was. The ribbon wasn't advancing. It could be some other things as well, but that I found is the most common problem for that. And you'll probably see it as soon as you get in here, but this, you loosen this screw here and you loosen that screw there, and then this whole piece can move up or down to adjust these guys properly, to give them the right exposure on the teeth, and so they won't slip. All right, and that's about it. Well guys, I hope this video helped a little bit, and thanks for watching.